again, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, my name's Martin, and this channel is about my adventures now that I've retired. Now last time you saw us arrive back at the boat for the first time in quite a few months, and we set off and were looking for a mooring. We eventually found a nice, I suppose you could call it, secluded spot. Unfortunately, it was between the M1 and the railway, so it wasn't particularly quiet, but then we were only there for one night. We thought we'd keep ourselves nicely camouflaged. We're not far from the M1, we're not far from the railway, but interestingly, this towpath is really little used. And once we got inside last night, we heard nothing. So anyway, we're off today up to Longbuckby Locks. Travelled this stretch of canal several times now, probably 4 times actually, and I'm always fascinated by the fact that there are 1,600 years of transport links. From the modern era, that is the 20th century, we've got the M1. Then there's the railways, which come from sort of 19th century. The canals, which come from 17th, 18th century, and then a bit further over, about 500 metres away, is the A5, the Watling Street, which is 4th century. And all these transport links are within about 500 metres of each other. It's an old one, so it will be. And so, on to the Longbuckby flight of locks. But before that, we stopped off at Wilton Marina Cafe for breakfast. Now, I'm not really one to criticise inexperienced boaters or holiday boats, but we happen to share most of the Longbuckby flight with a crew that does leave, or did leave, a lot to be desired. I'm sure many of us have seen and heard the phrase touch parking when it comes to parking cars. That is, you know, you reverse back until you touch the car behind you and then you stop, or you go forward until you touch the car in front of you, then you stop. Well, that's how this crew seem to be manoeuvring their boat, particularly in the locks. Didn't seem to matter to them that other boats were involved and that damage could be done. In fact, one of them was heard to say, I don't mind banging the sides of the locks or other boats because this one isn't mine. Doesn't seem right really, does it? Now, I'm not being critical here, and I'm certainly not having a go at hire boats. After all, we all have to learn. We all make mistakes. We're all human. But for this crew, their actions and attitude somewhat belied the 15 years experience this crew said they had in hiring boats. Anyway, made the whole experience of long Buckby flights really quite fraught, and by the time we got to the second to last lock, we sort of bailed out and went for an ice cream instead, and then found a nice quiet mooring to spend the night before we tackled the last lock. Another day, another early start. Just about to do the last of the long Buckby locks.
Morning.
And then we've got water to put in, loo to empty, and then a bit further around we might need to do some shopping. So if you fancy going shopping, come and join us.
It's nice looking over the canal this side.
It's got those fields as well. Should be right for us, this one.
Nothing else is going on.
And so we turned left, still on the Grand Union Canal, towards Brunston Tunnel.
Never really know what's going on. You look at me sometimes like all you want to do is
So after safely negotiating Braunston
That was
Tunnel,
a first.
we made our way to Braunston Locks. Once we'd moored up, a nice man from the CRT, one of the lock keepers, came along to tell us that there was a problem with lock 3 and that one of the ground paddles had stuck open and there were 2 boats stuck in the lock, and that we'd be better off staying where we were, getting moored up and just waiting our turn. A further couple of hours wait and the lock keeper came along again and said that the team had arrived to repair it, but it was going to take some time, so we decided to moor up for the night, make our way to the pub and have a couple of beers. Bright and early the next morning we set off to tackle the 6 locks of the Braunston flight. On this occasion we were sharing the lock with a very competent crew, Sarah and Reg and Archie the dog, who appeared to be very capable and responsible boaters. Such a change from the long Buckby flight of locks. But enough said about that, the better. There was a bit of a delay at lock 2, where a new set of boaters were given a lesson in the use of the lock and lock etiquette, but then we were underway again. Said goodbye to Reg and Sarah, and then we were off to fill up with water in Braunston and then to find somewhere to moor up for the night. So then, I think that'll do for this one. If you're not already, then please subscribe to the channel, and if you want to know what happens on the next stage of the journey, then ding the bell, and if you think it's been worthwhile, give us a thumbs up. Okay. Till next time, see ya.